Just wanted to do a couple of videos here of our new prototype kit for Case Ingersoll snowblowers. We're going to call it Snowzilla, I believe. This is just a prototype. We've got some changes and improvements to make, but we wanted to see if the machines would handle it and how it worked and whatnot. We actually threw it together the night before the storm real quick, and I had my guys put the wings on there, and we put it together, and the wings are actually, the extensions on the wings are actually backwards, so they're actually wider than what it's supposed to be by probably 4 inches, and the bends don't cut into the banks like we wanted because we got them on 180 degrees wrong. So I'll show you a picture. We're going to make that correction, but it actually handled it amazingly well and pushed through it. Even though the wings, the way they were set up, were making it a little harder to push because the cutting edges weren't there. It was more like a funnel. And then we've got the top piece that we added on as well. But this 4020 with the 20 horsepower Onan handled it very well. We've got roughly 2 feet of snow here, and it was just singing. And really pay attention to some of these shots. You'll see how far this thing's throwing. This is a single stage blower, and people talk about single stage blowers not working well, but they don't know what they're talking about. This thing's got our 19 tooth upgraded sprocket kit on it for the jack shaft. We've also got part of our flap kit on there for the auger center throwers, and then of course the 2 side wings and the top wings, and it's going good. This machine hasn't had new bearings in the blower or anything. They've got some age to it, but it's still working. I mean, look at that thing throwing just about the chimney height in some spots, and probably throwing right there 30-40 feet out. And it's got all kinds of force, and you'll notice this tractor's pushing the snow and shoving it full, and it's handling it just fine. You know, she's working, don't get me wrong, but the machine just going. We've got our special retread tires on this that we're going to start offering for sale. We've run them for a couple seasons now, no issues. Just like everything, we like to run it through the test before we offer it to the public. We're not a fly-by-night operation or some, you know, self-important feeling operations that are out there. We actually work on these machines, we test our products, and we're legitimate about our descriptions and what they are on our website. There's no bait and switch here, and no misleading tactics, and our reputation and reviews speak for themselves. Not sure on the price on this kit yet. It's not going to be cheap. This is heavy metal, all made in America, but it really speeds up your snow clearing. This one's got adjustable slides on the wings so you can move them in and out. I think we're just going to have 2 or maybe 3 positions on the final kit. It just makes more sense. Either you're going to have them in or out when you're using the machine, depending on your snow condition and what you're doing. The slide was kind of a nice idea, but with a little bit of extra work and cost for it, I just don't think people are going to necessarily move them in or out in the slots. I think they'd rather either have them completely out or completely in. But you guys can leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on that, because we're always open. We got some other snowblower kits coming out probably next year by the time we get to them, for some power shoots for angle and deflection, and maybe a shoot lengthener as well. This is the 4118 diesel with a Perkins 3-cylinder diesel on it. This machine just loves pushing snow. We push at high range, and it's just really hard to stop. It's got nice Firestone 23-degree ags on it. They're not cheap, but they do hook up well. They look well, and they're a hell of a tire. I used to run them on my farm tractors as well. Or 4118D, just a snow pushing machine. We haven't loaded the tires or anything. The only weight that's sitting on this machine is the wheel weights. We do plan on loading the tires, just because we do load almost everything we got, and it does make a difference. But you can see how well it pushes even without being loaded. 54-inch blade. I think the blades are roughly 2 feet tall. So we told you we'd show you the wing setup. This is it set up incorrectly with them facing out like a funnel. We threw them on just quick, and it measures an incredible 64 inches across. That's just a huge increase from the 48, but you saw it handled it just fine. That's how we plowed. Here it's set up correctly. You can see the wing extensions now come out to a 90, so they can cut into the banks and cut into the snow. A lot less work at that angle. That's the way they're supposed to be, but the video showed the whole other way. We just swapped them. And here they measure 60 inches across, so a little bit more manageable when they're installed correctly, the wing extensions. The top piece is, depending on how you install it, you can increase it 4 to 8 inches of height. That gives us 22 inches there. You can go up more another 4 inches or so if you wanted to, and it's hard to see, but it's going up at an angle. It's not straight up and down, but it's facing forward out. Thanks for watching part 1 of the 26 snowstorm, January 26, 26, clearing the rental house. And we'll have part 2 around the shop. Be sure to check that out. And be sure to check out CaseIngersollTractors.com for this wing kit. It'll be released hopefully sometime in the pretty near future. We got to make a few tweaks to it. And of course, for all your Case Ingersoll, Briggs, Stratton, Onan, Kohler needs, visit CaseIngersollTractors.com, or CaseIngersoll.com as well works. We got a lot more videos on the list to do. The how-tos are coming along. We're going to have a rear end video and a carburetor video pretty soon on the how-tos of repairing. And we're also going to have some videos how to tips and tricks to our website to save you some time and money. And also a recap of 25 and the great successful year we've had. Thanks to all you guys. We'll have a video out of that pretty quick too. And then of course we're going to try to do monthly videos of all our new products as we continue to add products every week. And we have a new product section of the website, so always be sure to check that out, as well as our on sale section of our website. And we got merchandise and swag that we're adding continuously. Looking real forward to the cool stuff coming up. And as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. It really helps us and helps our viewers.